All right, welcome to another Woods Report. Finally got on. Okay, we here. It's always something. So we made it. So did you watch The View today?
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of stuff. I'm trying to think. Did anything happen Friday? Because we didn't come on Friday. So did anything happen Friday that we should have been that we didn't talk about
Friday? So I don't know.
I don't know how to move that. Okay. What? Oh, so you didn't watch it Friday?
Mm-mm.
So you don't know anything.
Ma, you watched The View Friday. You remember what happened?
She don't remember. She don't even remember what she ate this morning.
Linda was saying about that joke.
Linda
was talking about that joke you had on that about the men meeting every 10 years.
Oh yeah,
she said that made her pee on herself.
Oh,
she
that's good. She watched it.
She watched it. She said, "Y'all funny."
Okay.
She said that's how we are, Lenore. Every 10 years.
If y'all didn't get a chance, we posted a long joke on the it said reunion something like that.
These men would come together every 10 years.
We may just start doing that. Like when we have a long joke, just do it as a video.
Oh yeah.
Because some jokes is long. And then some people have made comments in the comment section. You just read a book. I'm like, why do people feel like they gotta say something?
You know what?
Just don't say nothing. Why you gotta say something? I come across stuff all the time, and I think, I should say something negative, but I just don't. I'm like, they don't. The person who did that don't want to hear that.
You know what? It's so funny because they talked a little bit about that on The View. People, I don't know what it is about the computer and the laptop, whatever, and the little icons that we have. Your teeth are crooked.
Put it this way: if you can't say it in the person's face,
girl, that's not gonna happen.
Then don't say it.
That's not gonna happen because people hide behind that IP address.
Gosh. Let me see what's going on. Something is on that's making this not run smooth. So your thing is off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
Is this logged in right? Remember,
this is not on. So what's on that's not right?
How can you tell?
YouTube is not receiving enough video.
And you sure it's the TV? I mean, that's not laptop.
No, hold on, y'all.
Mama's
we gotta
phone?
find out. She don't have no internet. Oh, on that phone. I don't know what it is, y'all. But if y'all can see us, then if y'all can't see us, let us know. See, I don't know why it's saying that. But anyway.
And you sure your phone, because your phone is new. We haven't been on the air since you've had your phone.
With my phone, you're right. But it's not on. So let's just start with your story. Let us know if y'all can't see us or whatever. It's throwing up a little arrow. Now it's saying excellent. Social media. Emerald says, I see you. Thank you, Emerald. Okay, start off with the first story.
Oh, one of the things. Well, we all been talking about that shooting in
Well, you starting off with Elon Musk. Are you starting off with the shooting?
The shooting.
This Elon Musk.
No, the shooting.
Okay.
I don't know what you got for the shooting.
All right, go ahead.
The picture, yeah. That shooting in Colorado Springs.
Yeah.
The ladies talked about it on The View as far as the LGBTQ community. One of the comments that they made, which makes sense, if you don't understand the community, if you're angry, mad, or whatever your reasons are, you don't need to go to them or where they are.
Is that why this guy they arrested?
I really don't know what was in his head. Sarah was saying this is a place where they feel safe.
Right.
They are accepted by one another. They're just having
nightclub.
fun. And you gonna go to their place.
I haven't been following this story.
And to shoot them. To shoot 5 people.
It says,
be saying shooting, right?
Girl, we ain't already, the algorithm that already kicked us to the curb.
So sorry.
What we're covering here, it says at least 5 people were killed and 19 others were wounded in a shooting at an LGBTQ nightclub Saturday. Oh, this happened Saturday in Colorado Springs, Colorado. The suspected shooter is facing 5 counts of first-degree murder and 5 counts of bias-motivated crime causing bodily injury, court records show. The suspect, identified as 22-year-old man, was taken into custody and was being treated at a hospital. They always let them live, police said. Why is he being treated at a hospital? You notice that? That's like on Grey's Anatomy. When they have the person that did the crime in there at the same time as the people who they
some
did
of the doctors was upset
and the
about
doctors
that, but
they
still had to.
They still got to operate on this nut
the
job.
one that did the killing.
While police haven't released more details about the motive, that's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
The nightclub where the massacre occurred has served as a longtime safe haven for local LGBTQ community. So we don't know if this is a hate crime or if this is somebody who was there.
I think they said
and got mad and came back.
They've seen him before.
See, so he probably, maybe he's somebody who got mad and came back. You know how they come back and shoot the whole club up?
Yeah, and you never know. It can innocently be a lover of somebody that was jealous.
It says
we quick to go hate crime.
What you say, Ma?
A young man was talking on CNN.
Uh-huh.
He said that he recognized when he came in.
Oh, he recognized them. My mother said the man said he recognized them.
Feel like he belonged.
See, that's what I'm saying.
He was angry when he came in.
See,
it was probably somebody who come back to shoot the club up.
Unfortunately, we got to see what the motive is because a lot of times we are quick to jump. You're innocent till proven guilty.
Right.
It could have been a love thing, like his partner.
But again, that's what we was talking about when we opened up. If people feel the need in this generation or whatever to act out on every single thing, it's like I said, they got to make a comment on social media about everything. They have to film everything. They have to say everything. If you don't like something or somebody made you mad, what happened to the days of just acting a fool?
Sarah brought up a good point. I wanted to read her point because she always thinks the way a lot of us think. She said it's not. Well, Sonny was thinking it's politics as far as a lot of the people are not really pushing to make laws, put laws in place for people have taken a self-righteous flag in the way they live and they have banged it over people's head. She mentioned as someone raised in the church, it breaks her heart how people weaponize religion that they're doing cause self-righteousness, which might seem invasive. It is the division of people looking at people and focusing on their differences and being better than you. So not sure why this guy is doing this.
Right, we don't know.
She kind of concentrated on the fact, like a little bit of what you're saying. People feel self-righteous.
Yeah.
And they want to point finger at you. That's wrong what you did. And they want to type it in. You shouldn't have said that. We got criticized by one of the jokes that we gave.
Which one?
That we made. The one that they said about the religion and the person didn't, when the lady who was praised and says, when I get to heaven, I'm going to ask Jonah that was in the belly of the fish.
Yeah,
how you made it.
How was it and all that.
And then the man said, "How you know he's going there?" And to ask him. She said, "Well, if he's not
no,
there,
he's saying you shouldn't be joking. Oh, you talking about the joke? But the guy was making the comment was saying, why would you say somebody was going to hell? That's not funny.
Yeah, and
Joel
Osteen had told this joke on his show like he do every time he preaches. So I'm sure he gets emails going, shame on you, Joel Osteen, laughing about people going to hell.
That's why you can't listen to people, because people are stupid. So that's why you just ignore people and keep on going. Like even the thing when I posted with the chitlins. Yeah, they disgusting. I mean, I didn't eat just chitlins. But it was post with my mother and my auntie cleaning chitlins, because a lot of people eat chitlins.
I know.
But why would you even make a comment? I'm sitting here going, they 80 years old and they eat chitlins.
Thank you.
You gonna probably drop dead. You 20-something making a comment.
Why are people so sensitive?
Or even if it's wrong, why do you have to say something?
Yeah, you gotta speak your point of view. You gotta speak your mind.
Do you really care about my family that much?
Do you know
if you care about us that much, you would DM me a private message. You know what? Y'all should really not eat chitlins. That's really bad for you. And I care about your family.
Yeah,
and it's not healthy. But you making it on a public thing. You just want somebody to see you, big dummy.
Remember that?
I ought to look his name up and call his name out.
That video
I look to see who it is.
That video that you sent, where I sent you, the people was doing praise and worship singing, and there was two ladies and a man, and they. The Spirit of the Lord.
Y'all gotta look at our shorts. And
he does a moonwalk backwards, and we was laughing at him. One lady was posting on one of our friends' website, because she showed, not website, Facebook. Y'all shouldn't be laughing. That's not funny.
Yeah,
they're giving praises to God, and in fact, what they're doing is not. If that person got offended,
he didn't say nothing back. I talked about him. I said something. I said say something else, and I'll block you.
Ooh.
He didn't say nothing else back yet.
Oh, okay.
Brother Mozone 1307.
Don't you not calling out?
That's what you know. What? Let's start doing that. when
Putting them
people
on blast.
no, because then people gonna make comments just so we can say their name.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right.
Yep,
Never mind.
Yep.
People want to be famous. So
Yep.
all right. So go ahead.
But that was pretty much it. They talked about that, and they still brought up the weapon that was used. Was what, an AR-50?
Yeah.
That weapon.
People gonna make it political now. Now all of a sudden it's about the
how
gun.
many shootings have to take place with this gun? I told my sister when the what do you call it when something hits home? Pretty much like that, when it hits home. So a lot of these politicians that are fighting to ignore that whole banning that particular weapon, only certain people can buy it. I don't know. When they started shooting up their kid's school and their child unfortunately gets hit or they get injured, they may come in to Congress and go, you know what, we may have to take a look at this.
Well, mine
this
is
law
I don't
here.
care. I don't. You know me. I'm more pro gun than she is. So
I'm pro gun too. It's just
no, you not. You scared to death of them guns.
Well, yeah. Okay.
You scared of
anybody chime in? You think you'll be okay if somebody walks in Walmart while you're shopping with this gun?
No, but that's what I'm saying. Laws. I don't know how much I got to say.
This man who probably went in using
people who are criminal ain't gonna follow no law.
But most of the people that we're noticing, even in our Chicago area, they don't use those weapons.
Well, whatever.
The drive-by shootings, unfortunately.
Yes, they do.
No, they
okay,
don't.
Here we go. They use automatics.
They don't use the AR.
How we know what it is? They don't even investigate it.
They'll tell you what the guns are because they can tell the bullets.
They don't even investigate drive-bys in Chicago.
That's not true.
You know they investigate.
Not all of them, but that's not true.
Which ones they investigate?
Kim, the ones that be on the
news.
Let's
Google.
The ones that be on the news.
But investigate, not report, not some guy with a microphone and a tie.
But they do have
showing up to say that there was a
They
drive-by.
don't even have to use that gun. They do have a new one they were talking about. There's a piece that's made in Austria that you attach to your gun.
Yeah,
you can shoot like that, more rounds. Yeah. That's what a lot of them are using because they're getting them from
and
other
you can
countries.
do 3D guns too.
But but to be honest, a lot of the shootings.
I don't even want to talk about gun
I'll
control.
just make this comment.
Going on.
To be honest, a lot of the recent shootings of the people using that gun, they are legally. They obtained it legally.
Yeah.
So we can't say
you mean
always
legally.
Criminals. They legally obtained it. Yeah.
Right.
That was the concern. So.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. So it's
a lot of criminals, and you can say what you want.
Anyway, so Bridget said, I can see and hear you. Baby Lon says, peace to the hostess. Goddess says, hey, Baby Lon. Wendy says, hello, beautiful stars. Hey, Wendy. She says she loves chitlins. My Wendy says she loves chitlins.
Mama
said wonderful. Well, I don't know what that is. It's wonderful.
You're happy when somebody likes chitlins because people talk about it so much.
Well,
you
don't eat them all the time. It's like they will kill you.
But you're happy that somebody like them.
She said she can clean them, cook them, and eat them. Emerald says, God didn't say that you couldn't have a sense of humor. Geez, that's true. And Wendy says, I'm scared of guns too, Lenore. All right.
That particular one, Wendy, that's the one. Because it does so many rounds at one, in so short time.
All right.
Okay.
All right. What's this with Elon Musk?
I think maybe what you were going to talk about. Were you going to talk about him?
I don't know.
Just restores Trump's Twitter account.
He brought back everybody.
He put a survey out.
He brought Kanye's back too.
And he asked everybody how they feel about Alyssa said she wanted to take
it, but
it was removed and she couldn't take the
No,
survey.
He had a time limit on it. She should have taken it.
She said I couldn't
because it was close. And bring it back was one. It was close. It was like 49 to 51 or something. And he went with what the poll said.
He went with the poll. He took a poll. That's it. He did a poll. Not a survey. Some of the ladies was concerned.
I think you should bring his. I always said you should never. Here, you make him more important when you stop him from saying something. Mm-hmm. When you let him speak, it's like Herschel Walker. Then you start hearing, I wish I was a werewolf over being a vampire. The dumbest thing I know it was stupid. I was watching, these kids was in the attic, and they was watching a movie. And I was watching them watching the movie. And it was a vampire. I know it's a dumb thing. And it was a vampire. And then all of a sudden, the vampire was there. And he was in the attic. And then they took the cross where they had garlic on their neck and all that stuff. And you know, you wear garlic. I like garlic too. And then, one of my wives, she used to like garlic. And I know my girlfriend cooked with garlic a lot. But anyway, the one that had the abortion. But anyway,
you sure?
Well, I had a couple of them. But
you remember?
Did the one that came for it. But anyway, garlic is good for you. Anyway, and I see that man over there. You like garlic? You got garlic on your shirt. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't forget what I was saying. Anyway, what I was talking about? There was their garlic, and then they had a cross. And I'll tell you one thing, and that vampire had on a suit. Remind me of Warnock with that suit on. Don't he remind y'all of that vampire? I know y'all wasn't watching it, but I was watching it.
He's getting ready for the run.
But anyway,
he wants people to vote.
He had that doggone vampire hat on a suit. Had on a suit, y'all, like Warnock.
Okay.
And so anyway, he took that
Where you
cross
going with this.
I get to it. He had a cross.
Okay.
And they put it on the vampire forehead. And nothing happened. And that tell me right here. That's what y'all need to understand. See, Warnock, he got that cross. That cross don't mean nothing. That's what that means. I was sitting there, I was thinking about that, and I was all day. I was trying to figure out how I was going to bring this to y'all.
Okay.
And y'all been standing here for hours to listen to me with my big, dumb, black Jeffro self. But anyway, I know y'all been listening to me.
He ain't going to call himself a name now. I don't know where you getting that from.
Big dummy.
He Mac Daddy.
But then he going to say, you know what that all taught me?
Okay.
I wish I was a werewolf. Because werewolf, you gotta shoot a werewolf. You can't you can't put no garlic on and give it to no werewolf.
Was he really saying this?
Yeah. Are y'all out there? Am I paraphrasing? Did he not talk about wanting to be a werewolf over a vampire?
Did I miss this?
Yes.
When was this?
Friday? I don't even know.
Oh my goodness.
No, it was like last week or a week before or something.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. He want to be a werewolf over a vampire. And this is who they doing a runoff. This makes me believe he's not going to win.
I'm done.
If these people show up and vote for him because he's a Republican, they are dummies.
Oh my goodness.
But anyway, so that's what that big dummy said.
Okay.
I said all of that to say, Elon Musk, if he can let that big dumb bell have a Twitter, then Trump should have a Twitter and all the rest of it.
It was the pros and cons not pros and cons, but the women were going different directions as far as who cares. Whoopi is like, if he's on there, so what?
Yeah, who cares?
Nobody's going to listen to him. And then I think Sonny brought up a point that he had made. It was some comment he made, he Twittered. And I can't remember. You don't remember what Sonny said?
What Trump said?
Yeah. And she said, so what? Who cares?
Nobody cares.
The GOP don't want him back.
Here's the thing. You do better putting them on there because now they starting to shun him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Well, list of things that him being on there, which people remind people how knuckleheaded he is. How crazy he is and all the rhetoric that he had put up.
But he's not as bad as Herschel Walker. He's bad, but God darn it.
I just realized
Herschel Walker is every stereotype that white people think dumb, big Negroes are.
Yeah.
That's what he is.
They pulled him on stage.
They pulled that big dummy on stage and said, run.
Right.
But let him out. It doesn't matter.
So it's you have pretty much no choice because he put him back on there.
He just wants Twitter to survive at this point.
Think
Elon Musk is scared.
Elon thinks if I put Trump back on, all of his followers who are still with him,
and he put Kanye back on.
They'll be back on.
He put Kanye back on too
because he knows that'll bring people to want to listen to him and follow him and Kanye, Trump.
Let people listen because most people are fair weather fans. They'll push you on, and about the next shiny object come, they look in someplace else. It was one of these that was open. Okay.
I think it's one of yours.
Go back to Trump, right? Michael Cohen says, you don't remember Michael Cohen? That was Trump's lawyer that went to jail. You remember him, Ma, right?
Oh, yeah.
Michael Cohen says Ivanka Trump's self-exile from politics Maybe, listen to this, Ma, because she was the FBI's mole at Mar-a-Lago. That he thinks that she was the one that told on her dad. She's a secret spy, according to Michael Cohen.
I hope they don't threaten her. Trump's followers.
They don't know what to do. They had to explode. What do we do? He don't want us to attack her. He wants us to attack her.
We're waiting for you, Trump. Just give us the green light.
I don't think that's a far-fetched thought. Somebody had inside of that place gave those FBI agents some info. And Michael Cohen has a theory about why Ivanka Trump isn't working on her father's 2024 presidential bid. He says he thinks Jared Kushner and Ivanka could have been FBI informants.
Wow.
And I think so. Because y'all know that Attorney General in New York is after Ivanka.
He is?
Yes, she is.
Oh, the lady, yeah.
She's after Ivanka, his kids, all the kids, and Donald.
Yeah.
She could have easily said, you know what, to leave my family alone, because me and my husband not going to jail for that nut job. My dad, who I was never close to.
I will do inside.
I would be an FBI informant, and I will give y'all whatever information y'all need.
That would get us out of the clear for being going to jail.
Yep. Ooh. So it says, Cohen said it would be very interesting for senior campaign members to also be DOJ informants.
Because we've seen how many situations in movies and even real life when you are caught, if you speak with the FBI and give them the information, they will lighten your load.
And y'all notice she been quiet. And I think the straw that broke the camel's back was January 6th.
Wow.
Because they said she was pleading with her dad to tell those people to stop. And I think Ivanka, because I've always liked Ivanka.
Yeah.
And I think she was like, that's it.
Yeah,
I'm done. You are so narcissistic and power hungry that you would let these people break into the Capitol and overrun our country
and threaten
democracy
and threaten the lives of our vice president and other people.
And I think she wouldn't have done it if her mother was alive.
Ooh.
I think her mother is gone. And I think
and he buried her in the backyard of what you call it.
And I think she's probably pissed about that. You're using my mom so that you can get a tax break.
Yes.
I want this place to crash and burn. I wouldn't be surprised, y'all. And Michael Cohen is he's so what's the word? Slimy. That he probably understands that. Michael Cohen says former President Donald Trump's daughter Ivanka is exiting herself from politics because she and her husband Jared Kushner may be working with the FBI. I believe Jared and Ivanka potentially were the moles in the terms of the Mar-a-Lago documents and so on. Cohen, Trump's one-time personal lawyer and fixer, told MSNBC on Saturday. It would be very interesting to have, let's say, the son-in-law, the daughter, who are FBI informants, DOJ informants, acting as senior members of a campaign or administration if he should somehow manage to slide back, Cohen said. And I told you she had lunch with Kim Kardashian. So I wouldn't put it past.
There's a lot going on there.
All right, let's go back up, y'all. Let's look at my Wendy says, my girlfriend's niece makes chitlins for her every Christmas. She freezes them and overnights them to her auntie from Atlanta to New York, and they're still frozen.
That's wonderful.
True Blue says, interesting, probably with what we talking about here. Wendy says, does mom like hers with vinegar, hot sauce, and potato salad?
Yes.
Yep. Wendy says, what, informants? Yep. We talking about Ivanka. Guilt by association. She had to roll buried mom. Yep. Wendy says, like a dead pet.
Yes, I know.
True Blue says, Jared's hands aren't clean either. I agree. That's why I think he's done. They got
a deal.
They got some on him.
Yes.
And then Wendy says, is Jared human? No, he's a vampire. Jared is a vampire too, y'all. Look at him. He looks like a vampire.
Oh, yeah.
I think all
what was
of
that
them are
vampire show
vampires.
that used to come on with the young kids was vampires.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. You may be onto something. Michael Cohen may be onto something with that conspiracy.
So keep a lookout on that, y'all.
That they could literally be,
Informants.
because if they're all in trouble and somebody's coming at them,
Yeah.
just think about it. Family members are also the ones that's going to be in trouble.
And y'all remember Chris Christie? Trump kicked him out of the camp because Chris Christie locked up Jared's dad.
Mm-hmm.
See?
Yeah.
So Jared could be like, I have no allegiance to the Trump. And, I got my wife and the kids. But other than that, and then Trump didn't put so much stuff in Ivanka's name. She don't need him no more. She can get rid of him.
Yeah.
And now that her mom is gone, he's not going to leave it to his stupid sons. And the one son, the older one, or is he the older one? Yeah, I think he's not the blonde hair.
To the lady.
He hasn't been invited to, did y'all hear about that?
I thought
Trump hasn't called him. He wasn't there.
He wasn't there.
He said his dad. No.
He
said, he tweeted or something. His dad didn't call him to come.
Why?
He's waiting. These guys love it. See, he's not as vicious as the little dark-haired one, Don Jr. So Trump needs a little vicious one. So that's why Don is there.
Right.
But Eric is kicked to the curb. Because he's stupid.
Yeah.
That's the one to be on SNL.
And they make him like,
yeah.
What about my little Dolly?
So his father didn't call him. And he said, I'm waiting. Whenever my dad calls me, I'll be there. But as of now, I'm not on the campaign. See? So his dad might be waiting till it's time for them to take pictures.
That ought to let you guys know right then and there. Family members that are not on the campaign, this one.
Yep. And Wendy says, Jared is so creepy. Yes. And that's Vanka's husband, y'all.
Sold to the devil.
So that's it with them.
That's not a bad thought of that.
True Blue says, I noticed he's been MIA. Yeah. He said he's waiting on his dad to call him. That's why they say all that, y'all, because they need Ivana, that's the one that died. Which one is Ivana?
I think
the one that died.
The wife.
She slipped up one time, remember, and said Don only talked to them when they went to college. He didn't talk to them when they was growing up.
As a dad.
And then Don Comeover got on the phone and shut her down real quick.
You didn't hear no more from her.
You didn't hear no more from her. After she fell down the stairs. Look, till she fell down the stairs.
She's very vocal. So a person that's kind of vocal and kind of tell you to your face, don't say nothing.
And then he run in the second term, and then all of a sudden she falls down the stairs.
You know what? Oh, this man.
And buried on his thing to make it where it's tagged all of a sudden. All of this, Michael Cohen could have a reason why Ivanka would turn on her dad.
She's like, enough is enough. Enough is enough is
all right.
enough.
World Cup 2022, Iranian players refused to sing the national anthem before their match in England. Iran football players refused to sing their country's national anthem before the team's World Cup match with England in a show of support for those protesting their country's government. That's huge.
That's even more huge than the knee here in our country.
That's bigger than the knee.
That's bigger than the knee.
There have been nationwide protests in Iran for months over the country's treatment of women.
Yes.
Particularly after the death of Mahsa Amini, a young woman who was arrested for allegedly wearing a what is that?
A hijab, or how do you say that?
Y'all know how to say it.
Yeah, for the
head, I don't want to what is it? Mess it up. Too loosely, and later died in police custody.
Yes.
Many Iranian athletes and celebrities have backed the protesters, but the football team's decision to remain silent during the national anthem is perhaps the biggest display of support.
And we need more and more and more and more people who can do this, that will be strengthening this whole thing to step up and do this, because they need to stop.
Yep.
How the women are being treated there, they need to stop that.
Yep. So that's a big thing.
Okay.
That they refuse to sing their national anthem.
That's bigger than
support
our knee,
of,
boy.
Yep, in support of women.
Okay.
Now, what's going to happen to them when they get back?
I know.
We don't know.
But the world is watching, so they can't be too...
You know they don't care about the world watching.
Well, I don't know. Some things is going to start happening where people can start caring.
Well, we'll see.
And they're going to keep it hidden like China does.
Yeah. Okay. Wendy says anything evil is possible with Donna Khan. Yes, I agree. Okay, so let's go on. I wanted to follow up with I know we had mentioned on Thursday's show, I believe, the FBI opens up investigation into the death of Shanquilla Robinson in Kabul. Remember in Kabul. You know what I'm talking about. Mexico. Remember she said Cabo. Remember she said I was talking about how her friends, her so-called friends, left her there. You remember that story? It was a young girl. She went to Mexico with her friends, her so-called friends, and they jumped on her. And we saw a video of one of them jumping on her.
Why?
We don't know why yet.
Okay.
They jumped on her, and the one was filming, and the other one was jumping on her and beating her up.
Oh, no.
You don't remember we talking about that?
No.
Oh, you know what? That might have been when she stepped out, y'all. She was stepped out Thursday.
On the phone call?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a young girl. She went to Mexico, and they jumped on her, and they filmed it.
Oh.
They came. She died.
Oh.
They came back to the United States with her luggage and without her, and gave it to her parents and said she had died in Mexico of alcohol poisoning.
But they show video of them beating her.
That came later. So then one of her so-called friends, the parents said he was there every day and he was crying with them, and this is such a tragedy.
He could have won an Academy Award for that.
He didn't tell them nothing. Then the parents paid over $6,000 to get her body flown back. Mexico wasn't doing nothing. America wasn't doing nothing. And when the autopsy came back, it showed she had trauma to her spinal cord, everything. She was beat up to a pulp. And that's how she died. And was no alcohol in her system. Oh, no. So the friends lied.
Yeah, they lied.
Her to fight back, I thought.
Well, that one guy that was filming was like, you need to fight back. You need to fight back. You ain't gonna even fight back. And rather than go over there and stop it. So anyway, once that happened, her parents demanded that there be an investigation on what the cause of death was. And nobody was reporting. So then everybody started doing on YouTube. Some people, not everybody, started talking about it. And when you start talking about stuff, because young black girls go missing all the time and don't nobody say nothing about it.
Even knows or cares. We're not important enough to be
So we put enough pressure on them by talking about it.
Yeah.
So this is where we are right now. FBI opens up an investigation. So that's good.
Yes.
And Mexico opened up an investigation.
Okay, good.
So now that's good because they don't want that interfering with their money.
Yes.
Because all of a sudden people going to be like, don't go there.
Don't go there. You get beat up like her.
Plus you had those other 3 black young people, y'all heard about that, that died at the Airbnb. From, they said, what is it? Carbon monoxide.
Yep.
So all these people died in Mexico. So they like, we gotta do something about
that rumor up. Okay.
So that's why this is a big thing, because it says the FBI field office in Charlotte says it has opened up an investigation into the death of a local resident, Shanquilla Robinson, who died late last month in Cabo San Lucas, I think, or Lucas.
We went there
with the friends. That's where you went. Friends she traveled with being accused of involvement in her death, facing possible
that's a tourist section. That's a tourist section.
Because
my friend of mine has a timeshare there.
See,
and she had to use it up, and we had to use it some time up, and we went there. That was my first time there.
There you go. See?
It's beautiful. It's a nice area.
Well, there you go. So they opened up an investigation.
Okay.
Let's go to what y'all said. Wendy says doctor says she had an internal decapitation. A cracked spine. Wendy says they said they believed, based on video, the girl named Winter, who grabbed her around the neck, shoulder, and threw her to the ground, did the final death blow. They was beating this girl up like it wasn't nothing.
Can I ask?
Supposedly her friends.
Did they not know what clue of why they do this?
It's been a lot of speculation. We don't know yet.
They all went together on the trip. They all went
together. And you can tell is a video she showed that she actually filmed before she passed away. They was all like in a room huddled together, and she was walking around the villa thing looking for them, the condo. So where y'all at? Where y'all at? We got to get ready to get going. We got to get dressed to go, go swimming. Wow. And they all sitting in the room all huddled like they and didn't look happy when she walked in the room. So that's probably when they was plotting right then on beating her up.
I don't understand the whole motive for killing somebody.
Yep.
What do you think? They really probably felt like Mexico wouldn't step up.
Nobody would.
And that nobody would care anyway. But oh God.
Yep.
Thank you, Lord.
It
must have been a praying family.
Emerald says, I saw that her one so-called friend said she would tell what happened after 10,000 likes. Well, she gonna tell what happened now, or she gonna get 10,000 licks. And they better hope they don't go to Mexico jail.
Yeah, because they did the crime.
Because Mexico jail ain't nothing to play with. Not like here.
Yeah.
Wendy says naked sexual abuse. She was naked too when they was beating her up.
You're kidding.
No, she was naked on the video. And the father was crying. He was on TMZ. He said, imagine seeing that, just your daughter. Because he saw the video. Being dragged around the room naked and beat up. That's the last time he saw his daughter.
I don't understand. Here's my thing. I'm just trying to get in the heads of these friends.
They not friends.
Not friends. I mean, some enemies wouldn't even do this.
We're going back to, like I said, this time.
Think about it, you guys. Some of us got some enemies that don't like us, but some of them don't like us.
They wouldn't drag you all the way to Mexico.
Thank you. And kill you.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's not even near a friend.
I think what they did is they thought they was gonna beat her up and be done. See, you always watch these videos, y'all watch these kids jumping on people. Mm-hmm. See, most times they don't die. They just beat them up so bad they go to the hospital, and nobody cares about young black kids. So nobody does anything about it. So they probably thought they was back here where they gonna stump somebody, and then she just be messed up and then work her way back.
And then
but they didn't think they was gonna kill her
and fake the cry with the mom and
the one friend, her best friend.
This is a hurtful
Wendy
story.
says cameraman guilty. Yep, because first of all, he's guilty for that's porn right there. You filming somebody that's naked,
and you filming them getting killed
without their permission.
You accessory to the crime.
He messed up just on that alone.
He's accessory to the crime, so he has to.
And True says that friend who went live and told that bogus story needs to go down just as much as the killer. Exactly. So talking about he wasn't even there. Somebody signed his name and all this stuff. It don't matter. When you got there, you left and y'all left her there.
That's sad.
Yep, my mom said they all going down.
That's mean.
Emerald says they all are liable. Every last one of them.
Yes, that's just mean.
It's mean.
Oh, I don't like evil.
It's evil. It's like not. Evil. It's beyond. It's beyond.
I don't like
mean.
evil.
It's evil.
You are. And
to leave her there too.
Here's the thing okay, we have gotten so numb to a person on the trip and some person that don't know them in the Mexico area or wherever they're living come and beat them up and take money from them or whatever.
Friends.
These are friends that traveled with you there. And gave you a beating.
And
I don't understand
them.
That in the mind.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Ooh. And then they had the nerve. Let's say for the sake of argument, they was just stupid and jumped on her and was like, we didn't know that we was gonna kill her. Why would you come back,
bring her luggage,
and then bring her luggage and tell her mom she died of alcohol poisoning,
and even fake the lie? I guess
you could at least went to the police. I can understand not going to the police in Mexico because you like, I ain't trying to get locked up in Mexico. But come home, get off the plane, go right to the police station and say, we did something horrible. We already know we're in trouble for it, but we want to let you know that we jumped on our friend, our so-called friend, and somebody knocked her down too much and delivered a fatal blow, and she's no longer with us.
Just left her
the
there.
Most they would have probably got would have been second-degree murder.
And they left her there, apparently.
Yeah, now they getting first degree. Wendy says, your attitude is different after seeing the autopsy done over. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Wendy says, the guy took them all to visit her mother, but they stopped having contact with her when the autopsy came back. Yep. They thought their parents was just going to be stupid. And let's just go on and say, let me say, do I have here, I don't have on here. I guess I do. I'll go to the next one. Kyrie Irving, he donated $65,000 to the family so that they can have a funeral and stuff. They set up a GoFundMe account, and Kyrie Irving donated $65,000. So that was nice because he in trouble. So he got to. I know he in trouble. He got.
You get to that point where you want to be happy because somebody's doing good and they trying to do good, but you almost like it's a little too late.
No, but he has no choice. He ain't got no choice.
No, I'm thinking you need to give it to a. Where is it, Jay? Oh, this is a new story.
This is another story, but I'm going right into Kyrie Irving.
To a people of Jewish descent.
No, because he don't care about that no more. He back playing again. I'm gonna talk about that.
Oh, they saying, okay, go ahead.
Yeah. He needs to dig in to the black community. Like I said, Kanye.
He needs to bring a lot of fruit meant for repentance.
Right. So that was nice.
That few little grapes. You got to keep bringing the fruit, man. We got to see some change.
Right. Okay. But that was nice that he did donate the $65,000.
Okay. And that's good because it's giving publicity too.
Wendy says, Mexico asked for assistance from the FBI and they said they will go to jail in Mexico if found guilty. Good. Mexico jail, y'all. If y'all want to Google something, Google Mexican jails. That is nothing to play with. All types, and they black too. Oh, they gonna eat them up in jail. You not even Mexican, and you in a Mexican jail, and y'all Negroes. Oh, they gonna tear y'all up. Oh, well. All types because Mexico to get involved. When he says so-called friends got ghosts when the autopsy came back. Yeah. All right, y'all. So staying on Kyrie Irving, like I said, he donated $65,000 to her family. That was nice. Can't hate on that. Okay. Jaylen Brown, because people hate on everything. So let's give him that.
I don't want to hate on something you do good.
Right. Let's give him that.
But it's just unfortunate that okay, keep it
going. Jaylen Brown clarifies tweet about Black Hebrew Israelites gathered for Kyrie Irving's return. Boston Celtics star Jaylen Brown said he made an error in supporting a tweet that showed a Black Hebrew Israelite group standing in solidarity outside Barclays Center before Kyrie Irving's return from suspension. All right, let me set this up for you. There's about, I don't know how many, 200 guys? It's a lot. It was a lot of black men.
Oh, really?
It was like the Malcolm X thing. When you said Malcolm X led them to the jail.
They all stood outside the jail.
It was just like that.
To make sure the brother's okay.
They
you guys are treating him right.
They marched. And they was doing their chants and uniform. That scare white people half to death. They see a bunch of black men, especially chanting. They like, oh Lord Jesus, what's going on? So then they came the day because Kyrie played. So they came to support him.
So the team and everything was okay, I'm assuming, to let him play back.
Yes, he came back to play.
Got it.
So they marched. And then they came and they stood outside the stadium. And they was, I guess, doing their, chants or whatever. Their colors are purple. Okay? Keep that in mind. So they all had on purple shirts.
They didn't have gold with it, did they?
Well, hold on. They all had on purple shirts. So Jaylen Brown thought that was Omega Psi Phi.
Oh, no. Look for that other color, too.
He thought it was Omega Psi Phi.
And what'd he do?
So he was saying, good, they was out there supporting Kyrie. Because he thinking it's a fraternity.
But why would you still say good for all the things Kyrie says?
But hold on, I'm saying what this story is about.
Okay.
So he tweeted in support of it.
Okay.
He had to take it back after he found out it was the Black Israelites.
Yes.
So Brown, who like Irving, is the vice president of the National Basketball Players Association, tweeted a video of the large contingent from the group Israel United in Christ lined up alongside the arena. Okay. Brown wrote energy before walking back the remarks hours later. So he thought it was Omega Psi Phi. The Celtic star claimed he had mistaken the group for the historically African American fraternity Omega Psi Phi and tweeted photos of the frat to show the similarities of their outfits. See?
Oh, it is purple
and
gold.
It looks like
you just said purple.
It's purple and gold.
That's purple and gold.
Brown has been vocal in his opposition
Omega Psi Phi
to Irving's suspension. He called it alarming. That Nets owner Joe whatever his name is, said on November 15th that his star guard still has work to do before being reinstated because the billionaire didn't say that the organization was working together to get Kyrie back. So he thought, let me see if this will play. He thought this was Omega Sci-Fi. Oh, see why it going to Twitter. Let's see if it'll open up, y'all. No. I don't know what that is. Anyway, I don't want to play something else.
That is Omega Sci-Fi.
That's their colors.
Fraternity colors.
Yes.
Now, what is the symbol? That's not their.
Well, I don't know. He was looking at this. He probably thought it was Omega Sci-Fi.
Oh.
So he walked back his little comment.
But he's in trouble for it, right?
But the Black Hebrew Israelites believe they and not Jewish people are the children of Israel. Israel united in Christ, saying they handed out flyers outside the arena. I was not aware of what specific group that was outside of Barclays Center, Brown said. I was celebrating the unification of our people, welcoming the return of Kyrie to the court. First glance, I thought it was a known fraternity, the Qs, Omega Psi-Phi, showing support. So here's my thing. Even if it wasn't, let's just say it was. From what I saw,
you know for sure.
But from what I saw, unless y'all saw something different, they didn't do anything that was bad. They just marched and chanted and showed support to Kyrie Irving.
They're showing support to what Kyrie Irving has said.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. That's not support to Kyrie Irving. That's support to what Kyrie Irving and probably Kanye are saying in regards to the Jewish community and the outbreak as far as they're not Christians, anti-Semitism. So, because you got to think, there's people who feel the Jewish community, whether they are religious Jews or not, whether if they're Messianic Jews, if I'm saying that right, those Jews who know Jesus Christ as the Lord and Savior, as the Messiah, the first time coming, they believe that. Some Jews don't. And they're probably distancing themselves from the ones who don't call Jesus Christ, the Yahshua, the Savior. And I'm thinking, that's where I'm thinking the Black Hebrews are probably, that's, if anybody knows what their teaching is. So they're going to agree with Kyrie and them.
Wendy says purple and gold. Wendy says Q5. My brother in college was a Q. The video was about them. Okay, so the video that Kyrie had posted, this group opposed. So what Wendy is saying is from them. So that's why it was such a big deal for them to be there. Mm-hmm. Because now it's almost like you saying, I didn't support the video, but yet this group is supporting me.
Right. You got to be real. That's why didn't you just say people using their platform to make any negative comments against the Jewish race can cause these kind of things to happen? People are going to applaud you. They're going to use it against you. They're going to be mad at you.
Even if you saying you don't support
don't say nothing.
You posted them. So they're going to be like, he supports us. If you if you post my video, you support me. That's how I'm going to take it.
Yeah. Anytime.
And then they asked him about it.
You got to give clarity why you're posting it for real.
And then they asked him again. Y'all saw it. Did you want to denounce this group? And he didn't. He said, I don't want to talk about basketball. So he did the same thing he did before.
I have a little.
Is it any, do we just want to just say Kyrie Irving is part of this group? Can he just say it?
Oh.
Just say it.
Maybe that's what it is.
He's part of the group.
Is he a Black Hebrew?
He is. I don't know why he don't want to say
it. That makes sense, and why he would kind of denounce some things and say some stuff. We have a friend who we're thinking her spouse is kind of going in this.
Wendy says this is what Chappelle was talking about. Kyrie, just retire. I'm done.
But you know what?
Just be part. You already he got millions of dollars.
It's
Here's the
nothing- He
thing.
can't say nothing. If he's part of this group, he's not going to say nothing.
And it's nothing wrong with being part of the group.
But this
But
group
you can't
doesn't-
be. It's the same thing we said with what's the one, Kim?
Obama and his
No,
pastor.
the one that
the same
preaches.
thing with that.
He didn't say he denounced him
Because
because he had to be president of the United States.
and they felt he was preaching hate.
And when he ran for president, we all here in Chicago know Obama went to Jeremiah Wright's
Jeremiah
church.
Wright, yeah.
Sat front row.
Yeah.
Cheered, listened,
Yeah.
clapped whenever he said anything.
Amen.
But when it was
Amen.
time for him to run for president, he
He
denounced
had
him.
to separate himself.
He said,
from that.
I don't listen to everything Jeremiah Wright said. I don't subscribe to it. He wanted to be president of the United
But
States.
I asked you this question, Kim. That's different as a commander-in-chief. He represents a nation of all backgrounds and religious and even non-religious.
I agree.
But
That's a good one. You're right.
Do you feel
Okay.
a Kyrie Irving
That's a good one.
and a Kanye?
So that's a good debate.
Wow.
Can somebody tell you if they hire you, I don't want you to say something, but I can't tell you what to believe?
Ooh.
That's a good debate. If you work at Chick-fil-A, remember, isn't the main guy
He's
Christian?
a Christian.
And he doesn't believe in homosexuality.
But he has to hire.
But he
them.
hires people that are gay.
He can't discriminate.
So can he say, I don't care that you're gay. You don't have to believe the same thing that I believe in.
Right.
But what you not going to do is be at Chick-fil-A handing out LGBTQ pamphlets.
We couldn't have
Just go and no, that's it.
HR even
So
told us we
maybe-
couldn't have our Bibles
maybe
on our desks 'cause
that's-
it may offend somebody in the next
Maybe.
pew.
Okay, so now I'm starting to understand Kyrie's point. I'm coming around.
Okay.
Maybe that's the talk he had with the owner and with the commissioner. I can't tell you what to believe,
Right.
but you can't push that
Yes.
on platforms and play with a jersey.
You're representing this.
You're
company.
representing the
Yes.
NBA.
NBA, and we
And
this
we
is our
have
rules,
Muslim, we have Jewish people, we have
regulations,
everything.
HR. You got to abide by our HR rules.
But then somebody could say, then in that case, I can't push LGBTQ if I'm a basketball player. I can't push Black Lives Matter. I can't push
you
anything
can't
political.
push any cause like that.
But that's what what's his
Kyrie?
name? No, does kneeling.
Kaepernick.
That's what Kaepernick did. This is good. This is a good debate. How far do you go with that? Because
But he got blackballed.
but if I'm a
Kicked him
Christian,
out.
they pray when the football
Remember
players
that
and stuff.
coach that prayed with those football players. That one of the parents got mad. You are bringing Christian beliefs in a
But you don't say nothing. They don't say nothing.
My
no.
son felt uncomfortable.
No, I'm talking about pro. They don't say anything when you pray.
They got him.
He
was kneeling with the players.
NBA. They don't say anything when somebody prays.
Okay, like they got mad at what's his name? What's the quarterback when he would kneel?
That's NFL. But yeah.
Oh well,
But
any type of
But
sport.
I'm
like
saying
okay,
that's a good debate. And that's why Kyrie said at the press conference, they asked him, they wanted him to denounce them, but he didn't.
That's what he is. If he's a black Hebrew,
And he said,
that's his faith.
we're here to talk about basketball.
Wow, interesting.
So they must have had a talk with him and said, I don't care what you believe.
Right.
But when you're on that when you wearing that suit or whatever and you talking basketball, but on the same token, his Twitter is his Twitter. So do you sign a clause that says your social media you can't talk about stuff? But nobody cares if you talk about Christianity.
But let's think about this side.
That's a good one, y'all. That's a good debate.
Because a lot of people giving honor to God. God is the reason why I'm here. I'm so happy I won this game.
Or Jesus.
Jesus is Lord. Everybody loves
Everybody
you.
don't believe in Jesus.
And that's fine because you can say that because you're talking to the news media. But on the other side of that, let me try to ask this in a different way. If no matter what your religion is, if you're a Christian, if you're not, if you're Catholic, whatever, if you're a Muslim, if you're a Hindu, whatever your religion is, whatever your faith is, You don't speak negative about anybody else.
Okay,
anyway.
that's it. Okay, so let's dribble this down.
Okay.
They don't care if you say whatever, that you a Christian or Jesus
or Black Hebrew or
whatever.
if you're Jewish,
but you can't attack verbally or physically another group.
There we go.
So if the movie said the Holocaust didn't exist and all this other stuff, that's an attack on another group. Yes. That's like somebody, let's say it was a white basketball player and he was in a religion that believed slavery never existed.
Yes.
Black people would be uproar.
Yes. You're attacking
and we would say,
yeah.
Why is he on the team? So maybe that's it. Maybe they don't care if you say your religion or whatever.
Speak good about it.
And the problem that they have is the same. This religion is the same problem that Christianity has.
Yes.
Is there's different groups.
Yes, yes.
Some people are extreme Christians.
Yes.
And some people are just, I believe Jesus is God or whatever.
The basic.
And this is the same with the Black Israelites. Yeah. Some sects are extreme. And then some of them aren't.
Speak positive about yourself being a Black Hebrew and that you are
you believe you're the true Jewish.
But the moment you say the others are not, or what they should be, or what they're missing, you're talking about other people now. You're putting yourself in a position where you're going, we are the chosen one. We are the lost tribe. We are. What about everybody?
But even saying that, it don't matter.
You got to be careful.
Even that, it don't matter if you believe you the chosen, as long as you don't believe everybody else is.
That's what I'm saying. You got to be careful with that, because now you got the media with the microphone in your mouth saying, so that's everybody else isn't.
It's a tough one
because they'll pull it out of you.
I can see 666 coming.
Oh, Lord.
Because soon it is going to be where you can't say you're a Christian.
Yeah.
Wendy says the movie was called Hebrew Negroes, I believe. True says, yeah, there's a thin line, but that is his religion. That's what I was saying. Mm-hmm. True says he shouldn't have to constantly speak about his religion after this ordeal is over. Wendy says he has the right to choose his own religion. I'm so sick of the Jews whining. And Wendy says in the Screen Actors Guild, SAG union, they tell us be careful what you post because producers and directors will look at your Facebook page.
Thank you. Yes. Your social media follows you.
So you have the right to post it, but you have to understand that what you post could affect your job.
Exactly. Or any kind of thing that you're standing for.
But I do understand Kyrie in the sense when they asked him about this after the game, about these guys, and he said, I'm here to talk about basketball.
Yes.
What does that have to do with me, them being outside? It's supporting me.
They're in support of you. And
people, they want him to denounce them.
Yes.
They want you, and that's the part.
Admit that you're one of them.
But that's the part I don't like. I don't want you to tell me what to believe.
It's the media.
But I do agree with you. You can tell me what not to say and what not to post.
Yes.
But don't tell me what I'm supposed to believe. Because now you're trying to control me.
Right.
And that is what they did to the slaves.
Christians,
they tried to control what they thought.
Because you notice a lot of Christians who do openly say, you going to hell. They get in trouble for that, don't they?
Well, I was going to talk about Kim.
You going to hell. Everybody going to hell that they don't believe.
What's her name?
You don't send people to hell.
Kim, what's her name?
Kim who? Kardashian?
No, the singer. Gospel singer.
Oh, Kim Burrell.
Kim Burrell. Mm-hmm. Kim Burrell can say whatever she wants when she's in church. And she talked about homosexuality being a sin and about you have to repent or you're going to go to hell. But then you thought you was going to come off that stage and go on Ellen DeGeneres show.
Thank you. You just pretty much
said you're going to hell.
And you want to sit on my show and talk about it? Oh my God.
So that's why I'm saying it's
about
I agree with you said, True. That's a thin line. It's a thin line and you don't want to cross it. Jesus. And what you said, Wendy, with the Screen Actors Guild, and what you say follows you. Like Dave Chappelle said, I've been to Hollywood. It's a lot of Jews. I mean a lot.
We have to be careful what we say.
May not be a group you want to talk about if you're in the industry.
But you know what? It goes back to what Sarah was saying on The View. If Kim Burrell, Kyrie, Kanye, if their comments was love.
Yeah.
If the foundation of your comments is love, you're not going to have no problem.
If Kim Burrell would have said, what I believe is that I don't believe that God created men to be with men and women to be with women. That's just my belief. I believe that. And I believe that each person has to work out their own. You know whether you have a relationship with God or not.
And
or
God loves you.
It's up to you.
God loves
and
you.
God loves everybody. There's no difference between you and me being an overeating. That's gluttony.
God loves you.
He didn't make Eve 500 pounds.
His love, God's vertical love is horizontal.
Right.
It doesn't fluctuate. Oh, because
So
you know
all
him,
have more love. All have sinned and fall short.
His love is horizontal.
Now, if she would have said that, I think Ellen wouldn't have had a problem with her coming on the show.
May not have.
All right.
God wants us to do things in love, speak in love in love, tolerate in love.
Do it all.
Come on.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Did you sign in?
That's a good topic.
True says it's a touchy subject. Just stay away from religion and politics.
Thank
at work.
you. Yes.
True says, and yes, I had a job that was strict about what you post on social media.
Yes.
Wendy says it's no different than us not being able to deny Christ. We can't do it. And True says, but you could get around some things if you post no pictures of said job and had no mention of where you work. Yeah. And Wendy says, why do we judge people that sin differently than we do?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's a touchy line.
This is a good one.
So, but you answer some things. Now I'm kind of thinking Kyrie is probably one of the Black Hebrews.
He's probably one of the Black Israelites.
And that's how they feel.
And he's not saying anything because maybe his place that he goes to isn't as strict as that one that did the movie.
Maybe, yeah.
It's like a Christian.
Yeah.
It's like you posting something, we see something, and it's a movie about Christ or something.
Christ having a girlfriend?
No. We post we don't know what it's about. We just see a picture that say a movie that says Jesus is love or something.
Okay,
and we post it.
Of Christ,
and we say go see that movie, Jesus is love. And then you go see the movie. He got a girlfriend. He got a harlot and everything.
One of the Marys was his girlfriend.
And you be like, and every Christian will come after you for posting that.
I didn't know that.
I just posted because I'm Christian and that is a Christian movie. I bet you he's a Black Israelite. And he doesn't want to say it.
Yeah, that's
all right. Let's move on.
Good topic. Okay.
All right, y'all. Real quick, I told you, we're going to see Black Panther tomorrow.
Wendy.
So we'll tell y'all what we think. But already I told y'all negative. People saying negative. Some people negative. And I already watched spoilers. I won't tell my sister because she likes to be surprised. To me, I don't care.
Why you always feel I need to be surprised?
No, you like being surprised.
No, I don't.
You don't want to know the ending of the movie?
Jesus, you don't. No problems with that. Mama's the one that don't like spoilers.
Well, I don't care. I know the movie now because I looked at the what you call it. Where's my thing at on here? Hold on. All right. Yeah. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. Black Adam box office comparisons. We're new babies and have to grow. There's no competition with the established global brand Black Panther, the actor tweeted. Guys is coming out, a lot of brothers is coming out saying Black Adam was way better than Black Panther. And Black Adam could beat up Black Panther. Y'all know it's because Black Panther was women in the movie. Y'all know that, right? You know they don't. You know a lot of black guys are mad because Black Panther was women. It wasn't Chadwick. It was women. It was his sister and all that.
Black Panther doesn't mean male.
No, the cartoon. It is. It's a man.
No, it doesn't.
They changed it.
The word doesn't mean male.
No, but if you're a person that's into the comic book, not cartoon, comic book.
Yeah,
they should have just replaced Chadwick, not made him a woman.
You know they're not gonna receive a new Chadwick.
Wendy says I could care less what people are saying. Is there lost? I loved it. She saw it.
Okay.
Wendy says whatever you do, ladies, don't miss to begin and don't be late. Yeah, we always there on time. And like you said, people are morons. Thank you. I'm gonna get a T-shirt that says people are morons. But anyway,
write that down too.
Thank you. The T-shirt that says people are morons. But anyway, Dwayne Johnson is laughing off comparisons between his DC blockbuster, Black Adam, and Marvel's Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, which has already exceeded his film's global box office total by nearly $200 million. On Friday, The IGN posted a tweet noting that Black Panther Wakanda Forever has crossed the $400 million mark, headed into its second weekend in theaters. In less than a week, it had already eclipsed the global total of Black Adam, which was released in late October and has made $366 million worldwide after a month in theaters. But Johnson dismissed such comparisons, saying that beating a sequel to the first superhero film to get nominated for Best Picture was not the standard for box office success for his film. I love competing, but at IGN, you guys are in the biz with us. There's no competition with the established global brand Black Panther compared to Black Adam. And JSA, who a year ago no one even heard of. You didn't even know who Black Adam was a year ago. No need to knock us. We're new babies and have to grow. So he understands it. And these guys keep coming out of the theater saying Black Adam could beat up Black Panther. The Rock, Ray, The Rock is this, The Rock is that.
Black Adam, the power that Black Adam had, he could beat up a lot of the superheroes.
The power that Black Adam had, nobody can kill him.
Nobody can kill him. So it don't matter that you... But why you got to compare him to a Black Panther character? Because it's the female now?
Because it's a female.
Stupid.
So how many black guys we seen coming out of theater talking about they didn't like Black Panther? They said it was boring. They didn't like it. They didn't like the fact that it's women. All of this stuff. I'm like, come on, y'all. Can't we have something?
That's their opinion. Who cares? Like Wendy said, who cares?
Can't we have something? Can't y'all celebrate us? Can black women ever get celebrated?
We're the bottom of the totem pole. You notice that? If you do the totem pole, white man, white woman, black man, black woman. We the bottom.
Why can't we ever get celebrated?
But the word of God says the last shall be first. First shall be last. I believe God is opening the doors. And Stacey Abrams has even said this, and other women talk about the power that the black women have as far as our vote. The vote is in the black women. The power of our vote is in the black women, even more so than white women.
So we'll see this tomorrow.
So come on, people.
Look at her hair. I love her hair. I love natural hair. And I love The Rock. So, he's sexy. But that's the first Black Adam. I look forward to more Black Adam movies. I like the fact that DC Comic has a Black Adam and that we're going to see more of The Rock as Black Adam. But don't compare the two movies. They're two different movies. And Rock was pretty much saying, why are you comparing it? It's not even the same.
We kind of know why they are. Because if Chadwick was still alive, they wouldn't say that.
Wendy says, these women got together. You're going to be so proud. Emerald says, we know our worth. I know.
They didn't
but
even
we can never be celebrated, y'all.
They didn't even like
Women King, even though that was,
I know there was some controversy there, but
the
fact that women were still warriors. This is the attitude that the black women should have all over this world. Single black women especially.
Do it yourself.
If you feel that warrior spirit in you,
that's it.
And hopefully it's motivated by faith in something.
Yeah.
Come on, black women. We can do it. We can do this.
Yep. So we birth babies in fields.
Yes. So I love strong women movies that show strong black women.
So there we go. So I can't wait to see it tomorrow. The other negative thing they said about it is it shows, quote unquote, Mexican people and Chinese people. Did y'all see that? I guess
they were in there
negative or something.
They
were saying other races was negative or something. We'll see. I don't know.
And how they were portrayed in the movie.
Yeah, something. I don't know. Emerald says The Rock has a lot of sense. Plus, he's sexy. He sure is.
Yeah, shoot.
So that was it. And he says the woman he like is Megan Thee Stallion. So he like black women
but he not with
that twerk. I don't know what his wife is. What is she?
She ain't no Megan Thee Stallion.
What is she?
I don't think she's black.
Is she what he is? Samoan or something?
I don't know. His first wife wasn't she? Or Spanish?
Well, the same.
Oh.
Whatever. Chris Hemsworth.
I was waiting for him to be in Why Did I Get Married to be with Janet Jackson.
Wendy says, honey, that Mexican guy who plays a lead role is fine. Okay. So they said something about...
he is nice looking.
So they said something about we're going to see that.
I wonder what country he's from.
I don't know. It's probably, if we Googled it, we'll see. Chris Hemsworth, who is also good looking, says he's completely open to returning as Thor, but Marvel would probably have to close the book on the character.
Oh.
So
he's a
good,
sexy man too.
Him and Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of white looking men that I like, but I like Brad
Clooney
Pitt.
And
yeah, I like Chris Hemsworth.
And what's the older
I like
guy?
dark men.
What's the older man that I like?
That beats his wife.
No,
Sean Connery.
He beats his wife.
He's a woman puncher.
He beats his wife.
He's a puncher. I don't know about him beating his wife, but he slaps women.
I didn't know that.
Barbara Walters did.
Oh my God.
Barbara Walters interviewed him. Barbara Walters interviewed him. Y'all might remember this years ago. And he told her there's nothing wrong with a man slapping a woman around.
Now, Chris Rock said, shake her. You hit her to shake her real hard.
Yeah, no, that was Sean Connery's old self.
Oh, he's a handsome man. I didn't know that.
He's handsome, but he'll punch you in the face.
Oh, I don't like that. Okay.
Wendy says, fine as wine. Emerald says, yum, yum. Wendy says, no, this guy is golden brown. But I like dark brown. I like dark.
You go back and forth. Because remember, Tom Brady is your husband, too.
Yeah. But
just
I
say
like
you have an open.
Yeah, but I like dark men.
You prefer the dark.
Wendy says Sean Connery is dead. Well, see, it's bye, Sean.
Bye.
Yeah, he said about slapping a woman around.
Aww.
Is Shemar part of this movie? Tracy says is Shemar part of the movie? Wendy says trust me, he's fine. I don't know. Is Shemar Moore in
Black Panther?
Black Panther? We're going to see it tomorrow, so we don't know, Tracy.
Oh.
But he's coming up. I'm going to say something real quick. Wendy sent me something about Shemar Moore. So Chris Hemsworth told Vanity Fair he's completely open to reprising his role as Thor. He said that in return, Marvel would probably have to close the book on the character. Hemsworth is the only MCU star to have 4 standalone movies. Marvel comic. Okay. He's the only one to have his own movies 4 times. But he's kind of done with it. So I think he's done. And also I read somewhere.
You get typecast. Everywhere you go, you're Thor.
Also, I read that he has Alzheimer's. Not Alzheimer's. He has the gene. He has the gene. Really? So he thinks he's going to get it. Yeah. He has a strong, y'all can look that up, a strong percentage. It's in his gene thing. So he doesn't want to live the rest of his life being Thor. People gonna think Wendy says, trust me, he's fine. Wendy says no. Emerald says no. Probably to Shemar being in the movie. Okay. Wendy says, are you going to see it in 3D or 4D? What are we seeing?
We ain't doing all that.
We just doing regular.
We did the cheap version.
Yeah, we just doing regular. 4D, the seats move. Every time we do 4D, Lenore complains.
My back hurt. We get a headache. My mom be like, "Oh,
I like it, but
we getting too old."
You going with y'all getting too. I like it.
I think it's not so much old. It's just because of my body's going through so much. You know, in the last 4 years, I can't do the movement anymore.
Since you mentioned Shemar Moore, Wendy, you sent a thing saying that Shemar Moore they're saying that his wife is having a baby. So we'll see. That she's pregnant.
When did he get married?
I don't know. I think he's been married, right?
I didn't know that. His mom died.
But did you know that his mom died? Shemar Moore explains why he kept his mother's death a secret until now. So she died a few months ago.
He's close to his mom, isn't he?
Yeah, very close. That's why I thought it'd be interesting to say that. Shemar Moore is sharing the devastation he's feeling after losing his mother, Marilyn Joan Wilson Moore, nearly 2 weeks ago due to several health complications. This is real life, he began Wednesday in one Instagram video while staring into the camera. It's not a game. It's not a joke. I'm hurting real bad. I've been offline for some weeks now. I've had to keep a secret out of respect to my mom, he said, before revealing that Wilson Moore had passed away on February 8th due to multiple sclerosis, a heart condition. She was 76 years old.
She wasn't that old either.
I miss her more than I ever thought possible, and I don't know how to do this life without her, he wrote in caption. But I get my strength from her, and I will be okay because of her. So Wendy says, I don't know if he's married or not. Yeah, I don't know. I think he is, but I'm not sure. But she sent a thing saying that in a magazine that his wife is having a baby or his girlfriend is having a baby.
Okay.
So if that's happening, then in 1 year his mom passed away and a baby is coming. Mm-hmm. So wouldn't that be something? He'll probably name the baby after his mom. Maybe. How about that?
It's a girl.
So we'll see. Look out for that story on what's happening there.
Okay.
And then real quick, because I know we going over time, Kanye West says he's selling Balenciaga, Adidas, and Gap hoodies for $20 after the companies all cut ties with him. They used to spend $400-$500 on these hoodies.
You're kidding.
How many people have Balenciaga hoodies, Adidas hoodies, and Gap hoodies for $400-$500?
Oh, that's
with the Ye brand.
That's gonna sell out in not even that much long.
Kanye West gave a tour around his Los Angeles workshop to an online news site. He showed 100 cut-up hoodies from Balenciaga, Adidas, and Yeezy and Gap, which he would sell for $20. The clothes are left over from when the companies cut ties with Ye after his anti-Semitic comments.
You gonna try to buy
Ye,
one?
formerly known as Kanye West, says he's selling his Balenciaga, Adidas, and Gap hoodies for $20 in a video published by Celebrity News.
Oh, this is already old.
The rapper turned fashion designer gave a tour. I already said that. Many of them are labeled with his Ye 24 campaign. As West also confirmed, he will run for president once again in 2024. It is unclear if the fashion house's hoodies are part of this or a separate endeavor, as they are unbranded.
He go run for president.
And he's selling them hoodies that people pay for $500 for $20.
There's some things that you just don't even need to talk about.
Wendy says Shemar Moore probably feels awful that she didn't live to see the baby. Yeah. Emerald says, but who wants a cut up hoodie? Well, you know, it's Kanye's fans. That's how they wear now. It's the cut up and everything is cut up. $20. The more you look like a bum, the more expensive stuff is. Okay. Wendy says you should have sold them for more than that to make some of that billion back. He's making money off scams.
$20 is a slap in the face for them companies.
That's why
that's what it is.
Because they selling them for $500.
Yes.
He's selling them out the trunk of his car for $20.
$20. He pretty much saying poof to you, Adidas. And what is it about with the
Adidas, Balenciaga, and Gap. So y'all know Kanye coming back. So just leave it alone, y'all. You can't hate on Kanye. Kanye will be back. He's endearing. Oh. He can say whatever he wants, and people will still be like, he's like Trump. Trump said I can say whatever I want, and people will still vote for me.
Like the grandmother, he don't know no better. Just leave
he's
him alone.
Stupid. Leave him alone.
Know no better.
You know how you had that dumb cousin that be at the cookout?
One of the ministers said that to you.
What?
She don't know.
Oh, yeah, when I was younger. And my mother took me to church, and it was a evangelist. And it's this Holy Ghost filled pastor, the ones that lay hands on folks, they fall out.
Pastor, yes.
And so my mom thought she was making a big deal introducing me to him. And she said, "This is my daughter Kim," and I started laughing. This was when I was younger. And I said, "Oh, your tie matched your handkerchief." And I was laughing. I said, "You think you cool? You think you cool because your tie matched your handkerchief?" And my mother was like, "Kim." And he said, "Leave her alone. She don't know no better." That's like Kanye. He don't know no better.
He don't know no better.
Go on, get you some potato salad. Go sit down somewhere and get you some. That's how old people treat Kanye. Go on over there.
He ain't gonna hurt nobody.
Go on over there and
Oh no!
My mother trying to bring up every old story. She trying to say, Lenore, tell him about.
That has nothing to do with this, Ma. This is.
She trying to bring up every old story.
Talking about the comment when they say the older people say they don't know no better.
Yeah,
that's when he made that comment.
That I don't know no better. So that's how they are with Kanye.
Okay.
Go on over there and sit down and
get you some potato salad. I get it.
I put a joke up. I had to delete it because it had copyright. This comedian was talking. Well, he must have copywritten. But he was talking about black people go to picnics, or not picnics, our cookout, and everything on the table we'll have, like the
potato salad.
No, the chicken, the spaghetti, the ribs, All of that. He said, then we get to the potato salad. He said, why are black people critical over potato salad? Because the first thing we do is we turn around and say, who made the potato salad?
Yeah.
We don't ask nothing else, but who made the potato salad?
Remember,
and then he said somebody yelled back, Brenda or somebody. And he said, and the lady go, Brenda got cats. I'm not eating potato salad from nobody's house that got cats.
Or maybe some other family member that put raisins in it.
And then the husband say, you go on, honey, get the potato salad. He said then black women talk between their teeth when they yelling and they don't want everybody to hear. I said Brenda had cats and I'm not eating her potato salad. He was funny.
But why is that copywritten? You can't post that on your thing?
If it's somebody else's video, sometimes people don't want you to post.
Oh, it's a video of him saying it.
It's a video of his stand up.
Okay.
Wendy says, Kanye's a little slow. He thought Dave Chappelle was trying to hurt him, but he was trying to help him. Wendy says he's a musical genius, but he's a common sense fool. Yes.
You made a comment about David Chappelle's little thing. A comment that says you need to just
he probably
do
did.
This and you would buy yourself some time.
Emerald says because everyone don't know how to make it. Yeah,
that's true.
But you know that's he was being
some
funny.
Put mustard in it. Some don't.
He said that's the first thing we say is who made this potato salad. Mm-hmm. All right. That's all right, we're going long because we wasn't here Friday, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, final story of the day.
Is this my donkey?
Which one?
Is this a donkey?
This is your donkey of the day.
Okay. Got to end with that.
Charlamagne's donkey of the day was Friday. I didn't see them on today. They might be off this week because of Thanksgiving.
Okay.
You know, I always got to take a breath when I do donkey of the days.
Wow, some longer than others, right?
Indiana deputy's gun discharges and shoots a student in the classroom. Officials say an Indiana high school student was shot and wounded when a sheriff's deputy gun accidentally discharged in a classroom as students were taking part in a law enforcement vocational training.
I was like, what is this going on for him to do this?
The South Vermilion High School student was taken to a hospital with non-life-threatening injuries after Thursday morning shooting. Dave Chapman, superintendent of South Vermilion Community School Court, says the student, a male senior, was grazed by the bullet. He says the shooting occurred in a popular vocational law enforcement class when a Vermilion County Sheriff's deputy's gun accidentally discharged. Indiana State Police say Deputy Tim Despinett has 19 years of law enforcement experience.
Wow.
Now, how dumb is that?
Oh, my goodness. In a class.
In a classroom, showing them how to be law enforcement.
Okay, so, Deputy, what would you have done if that kid died?
First of all, why is your gun loaded?
Thank you. They would even show us when we went to the shooting range that they didn't have it loaded, and they would tell you, we're getting ready to load the gun. Check it to see if it's empty. All of that, and your gun discharges in a room.
So that was one. Number two, for you to discharge a gun means your finger was on the trigger.
Yes.
When we took police, Citizens Police Academy. Mm-hmm. Similar to what this probably was.
Yeah.
And they told us every time they pull a gun out, or anytime you handle a gun,
it's a lock, isn't it?
Do not put your finger on the trigger unless you plan on shooting that gun.
But isn't there a lock that you have to undo it?
He could have the safety on.
The safety.
But let's say he didn't have the safety on.
Oh my goodness.
You have to put your finger inside the trigger.
Yeah. And to pull it. How did that happen? Was he showing them something?
Can you imagine if that child would have died?
You know what I thought of? Y'all watch Andy Griffith. Barney with that one bullet.
He keeps shooting the side of his leg.
He put it in his gun. Put it in his pants. It always goes off. And that's why Andy only gives him one bullet and he'll take it away.
But you can kill somebody with one bullet.
You can. That is not funny.
So that's the end of that.
And then did they not sit him down? That's not right. Your gun went off. Every time that gun goes off, they're supposed to do a report on it and everything.
So this happened November 17th, I think.
Wow.
Emerald says, I thought the donkey was Kanye. The donkey of the day.
I know.
Wendy says he was angry. He said, how dare him? He mocked me. Wow. So that was his answer to Chappelle.
He didn't mock him. He said, dude,
He
you
wasn't
should
nice
do
though.
this.
He did kind of mock him.
But
though.
that's his friend.
But that's his friend. He didn't do as bad as he could have been. He could have went in on him a lot harder than what he did.
Stupid Negro.
Emerald said, I smell a major lawsuit coming.
Thank you. I was getting ready to say that.
Yeah, you just bought that pair in the house and everything. Wendy says he was very upset with Dave. Isn't that crazy?
I don't know what going. He could have been uglier. You're right.
Dave Chappelle could have been worse.
Yeah.
I thought he was being nice, but he still was shading him though. He was shading.
I didn't want to. I wanted to wait a little bit and see how this pans out.
He did shade him though. But yes, a lawsuit is definitely coming.
Yeah.
Against that sheriff, against the city.
Yeah.
Against the school.
School. Yeah. Those kids not safe. What somebody you teaching them all of this law enforcement, and then a gun goes off? That's not good. Indiana. I went to school in Indiana. Wow.
So that was the end of that.
Okay.
All right. So don't forget, guys, to like, share, and subscribe.
I saw what you the one of the products you put up, the toilet seat covers.
Look at the products. I was gonna say, go to our Facebook.
Toilet seat covers.
Go to our Facebook page, and you guys can see the items that we actually buy.
Toilet seat covers.
And
when you go to public restrooms.
She loves toilet seat covers.
Think about being in a stall that don't have them, or they're out of them. Oh,
I wrote on there.
God.
I said, "This is Lenore."
You going back to the days of covering it with the toilet paper. Some people do, and then some people squat.
Yeah.
If you're too old, your legs hurt, you can't do that.
Well, Wendy said here she old, but she still like 4D for the.
Oh yeah, I can't do 4D, Wendy.
No, that messes her up.
It hurts my neck. And
Emerald
my back.
says he just doesn't know how to sit down and shut up. That's what we saying.
Mm-hmm.
That's Kanye.
Yeah. He has to keep it moving.
He has to always be in the limelight. But he's gonna always be a millionaire because of Kim Kardashian Skims. They said he owns a part of the company, so
okay.
And he should, because he made her who she is. He helped make her who she is.
He helped boost her career in that area.
So they all owe him, actually. He made them fashion icons.
Yeah, and knows his kids.
He gonna always have money because those
one
are
of them kids gonna be like
the
him.
The kids is billionaires.
One of them kids
that
be like
already
Really?
North is just like her dad.
Oh,
she speaks her mind. She says whatever was on her head.
Dangerous.
North is just like him. And she not if y'all watch North, she's just like Kanye.
Oh, you always gonna have a kid like
that's the one that ran around the house with the camera on. And Kim said, "I told you to stop filming live," and she's still doing it.
See.
So she don't listen.
You better tell her now.
All right, y'all.
Okay.
So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Always believe. When he said typo Dave. Oh, okay. And that was another Woods Report. See y'all later.